Welcome back to my channel. This is Quantum Visions, and in this video I'm about to touch on a movie called Goodbye Uncle Tom, and it has a lot of crazy slavery events in it and pretty much Jim Crow and all of that events in it. And it also shows you how they treated us in the times when they took us off of those slave ships and how they continue to treat us up until today. But this movie here seems to me, and I always thought about it as something that was real and as something that actually occurred that was being recorded. But I'll leave it up to you to determine whether or not that is the case. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe. Make sure to click the notification bell so that you're able to get all the new videos that are posted. Let's get it.
To disturb, but may we...
Come, but of course, please.
But who are these gentlemen?
Europeans. To be precise, they're Italians. Journalists. They've come here to the South to conduct an inquest. Is that the proper expression? On slavery. Indeed, they seem to be quite shocked.
What is their religion?
They're Catholics, I believe. You are Catholic, are you not?
Yes, Roman Catholic.
Well, they shouldn't feel too shocked. After all, their Pope, who's most generous with his excommunications, has yet to excommunicate a traitor in black flesh. Unless they eat it on a Friday.
Excommunication? Catholic priests here in the South, between one Our Father and another Hail Mary, they raise goats and slaves. And I must confess, they know their business. The last 7 males I bought were sold to me by the St. Inigo Jesuits in Maryland. Finest bunch I ever bought.
So they're saying that the Jesuit priests and the Italian people over there in Rome and all of those, I guess, surrounding areas had slaves and sold slaves. Let's continue.
But why are they here, then?
I could be wrong, but perhaps it's because they too are slaves. You know how Catholics are. Slaves to the fascination of sin.
Perhaps it might be their oppositionist instinct. You know Europeans, ever since the French Revolution, they've been attacking everything.
But, madam, times have changed. Rousseau, Diderot, Voltaire.
Now it's Catholics who read the devil's own books. Oh, what would His Holiness in Rome have to say about that?
Please, these gentlemen are my guests, and I myself have allowed them to move freely about the house, so they can learn who really are the slaves and masters here. Senator, don't, please. No chicken bones, I beg of you.
Wow.
I've had to take 2 of them to the veterinaries already this week.
Wow. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. I've seen this movie a couple times, and I still forget all of the craziness that's in this damn movie. The children under the table eating chicken bones, bruh. They under the damn table eating chicken bones. Not just a chicken bone that they skinned the meat off of the chicken and gave them the bone. No. I'm gonna eat off of the chicken bone that you just ate off of. And then I better like it. Let's continue.
At this point, I have a suggestion that might enlighten our friends from Italy. All of you at this table are distinguished people, and it would be most illuminating to hear your frank and authoritative views on the subject of slavery. For you know what Europeans say about us, that we have a guilt complex and won't talk about it.
I agree, and I shall speak first. We cannot hide slavery any more than we can hide an erupting volcano, a forest fire, or leprosy. In my own case, it is true that I have freed my slaves because they were stupid, foul-smelling, sad, and bothersome. I'm an aristocrat. I believe in freedom, but not equality. That is my statement. Signed, John Randolph of Roanoke.
Look who pushing that damn fan. The little black boy over there in the corner fanning the whole room. A room full of people telling him to his face that he can't stand him.
I'm Professor Thomas R. Zoo. In history, we know that every great civilization was founded on slavery. Let us take the classic examples of Greece and the Rome from whence you gentlemen come. It's God's and nature's law that man attempt to prevail over his fellow man. Till one becomes the master, one becomes the slave. Let us remember that God is white, and as long as God is white, we will prevail over all other races.
Sorry, Professor.
He said, make sure you all remember that God is white and everything that's white is God. So remember, y'all, God is white. That's what he said. And everybody know that Jesus is black. Come on now, don't be stupid. Don't go with the rhetoric. He's telling you to your face that you're gonna believe that God is white. That's what he's telling you. That's what he said.
Was that you said?
God is white, and as long as God is white, we shall prevail over all other races.
Beg your...
So he's saying as long as the perception of God is white, they will prevail over all the other nations. Even though it's not true. Even though that everybody know that Jesus is black. But he's saying that... Woo!
Professor, but with all this confusion, would you mind repeating?
God is white, and as long as God is white, we shall prevail over all other races.
Thank you very much. Any other viewpoints?
Perhaps I, too, may say something to these gentlemen from Europe.
What
I am
must
not
you say,
a
my
southerner.
darling?
My name is Harriet Beecher Stowe, and I'm from New England. I've been here but a few days, but even in that short a span, I've formed a personal opinion. May I state it?
Please do.
Even if I share the universal opinion that the black race is indisputably inferior to all other races, I must, on the other hand, also state that slaves are of human origin and do have an embryonic intelligence.
Oh, really?
I do not hesitate to tell you that I entertain for the suffering slave a degree of sympathy which equals the disgust I hold for those who make him suffer. I am an American who no longer understands her southern kinsmen, and this tragic fact distresses me deeply. I can feel it. Yes, I can feel it. The wind has changed.
Yeah,
It
because
has
they're blowing it
turned.
faster.
Are we to have a thunderstorm? And is this not a forecast of even more violent storms that may cause our great country's unity to falter? I have heard God's voice, and his word has told me to write a story, to write a book. I think I'll call it Uncle Tom's Cabin, and it is my great hope that it will enlighten and ease our souls.
And I said at the beginning, but we're going to jump through this movie and have it set up a certain way. And I want you all to look at it in this context of the high points of the movie where you can really see the imagery and what they were trying to produce in this movie. Let's move on to the next scene.
Come on, put that black snake away.
All wenches with pups, step forward. Give me that bag of bones. Let's go.
Infant mortality, 60%. Principal causes.
Why you gotta be so aggressive with my baby like that? Like, you're not doing that today. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Let's continue.
Dysentery, tuberculosis. Good thing the females is always pregnant. They averages 1.5 pups a year. And then they cut the umbilical cord with their teeth and the tetanus takes over. And what thanks to us veterinarians get for our efforts. Yeah, you see, they pee on us, that's what. And their mothers tie off the cord with horsehair. Results?
I'm sorry, I don't give a damn what you say. This shit is happening. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody, you can't pay me no damn money to let nobody do that to my child. And I know that ain't nobody let them pay them for that shit. Nobody let them pay them for that. Nobody. That shit is happening. They just recording it and making it look like a damn movie.
Come over.
Abscess and umbilical hernia. And when you come down to it, what's a gentleman like me doing being a veterinarian?
Y'all heard what he said? He said, what's a gentleman like him look like being a veterinarian? So, as a black person, we were considered animals. Can you believe it? Wow. This a movie? This a movie? You can sit your behind up there and look me in the eye through this damn camera and tell me that this is a movie if you want.
These are their food rations? I can understand why they need an enema.
Actually, it's not bad. A pint of cornmeal per head, half a pint of beans, half a pound of yams,
A pint of corned beans per head, a half a pint of beans, a half a pint of yams. What else?
pounds of pork fat.
Whoa!
And a half a pound of pork fat. That's what they fed us. What did they need pork fat for?
Get your facts straight. Just 2 pounds of fat. We don't need any favors from you. All right, go ahead.
I am going to need your help. Can you show me where the movie is? Because I don't see one. Can you please show me where the movie is? Because this is looking like a documentary, not a movie. Not even a docu-series. Most docu-series is not the actual person, and if it is a docu-series that's talking about the actual person, it's showing footage of them doing normal things. In this context, this is showing footage of people who were brought over here as slaves doing normal things. Let's continue.
Look at them. Just look at them. They'll gobble anything you give them. Eating and pleasuring, that's what they want. And they want to survive. They survive everything. Whippings, syphilis, cholera, the heat, the cold. Their strength is their adaptability. Come heaven or hell, they'll fill their bellies and spew out dozens of pups. Now, let me tell you something. I take my stand in favor of compulsory castration. Not out of meanness, you understand. But if we don't cut a few thousand of these black balls now, then, in 100, 200 years...
Dick Gregory, primo presidente negro degli Stati Uniti.
Legit.
Then we would get a Dick Gregory. We would get a Martin Luther King. We would get a Bishop Nathaniel. We would get several of these prominent figures right now today that will stand up against the atrocities that have occurred in this time period to our people. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get all of my new videos that I post. Leave a comment. Let's talk. Hit me up on TikTok. Same thing. Quantum VP. Twitter. Instagram. QUANTUMVP. I'm out of here. Peace.